Alex, who would have believed it? A year ago you came here,
Yeah.
F2 at Spa. Would you have believed anybody if they sort of say you'd be driving a Red Bull a year later?
No way. I think the only one, someone who would come up with that would be maybe my mum. And that would be about it. The timing was a bit weird because it's happened at the start of the summer break. So we've had this kind of 2-week, 3-week period of nothing. I got told the news pretty much straight away. So I had all this time to think about something and no one to speak to, because obviously summer break, all the teams were not allowed to speak to anyone and all that kind of thing. Christian was on the phone and just said, yeah, it's pretty much pop over on Monday. And I was like, all right then, okay.
You know, there's a lot of indication that this may happen, but did you have any feelings that it might?
The only one who would, again, was my mum, funny enough. Most optimistic person there is. When Dr. Marco told me to come to Austria, again, that kind of put fuel into it. And she was like, you know what's coming. But of course I was like, no, stop all that. And then it happened.
What about Dad? We don't see
Dad, yeah,
Nigel so much.
Yeah, he was really happy, but like he couldn't stop laughing on the phone. Actually, I called to him pretty much straight away, and he was like really happy. And I was quite surprised because sometimes he kind of feels the pressure with me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But he was just happy. He was a happy dad.
My name is Alex Albon. I'm 15. Sorry. I had a birthday.
I know there's a video going around when you were about 16 years old, when you first joined the Red Bull program. What advice would you give a 16-year-old now?
What I've given myself advice to is not to worry about it, really. It's kind of the feeling I have right now is because when you first get signed into, let's say, the Red Bull junior team, there is that pressure that at any moment it can stop. And
well, it did stop.
It did stop. It did, and that's really what happened.
But has that toughened you up?
Exactly. So that's the thing, is that once you've been through it, you're not really afraid to go through it again. It's quite strange. It's like you feel like you've gone through it and you've come out the other side. So if you go through it again, you're still going to come out the other side. Maybe you're not in Formula One, but you'll be doing something. And I mean, Wemi, Verne, they've all showed it, kind of what's possible.
Well, of course, you're up against Max
The man.
Verstappen.
Yeah.
But, you know, how are you feeling coming into the team with knowing Max is there? But you did beat him in karting. I know there was a World Cup in, is it 2010?
We had a good rivalry in 2010. We had a few crashes together. It was elbows out. And then obviously Max kind of did his thing, his claim, his rise to stardom, and it took me a lot longer to get there. But now we're teammates. The way to approach it really is, of course, he's a man in top of his form right now, and he's doing amazing results for Red Bull, and of course the team know that as well. So my side is just kind of get into the team, really understand what's going on, how they work, how the car feels. We've already done some sim. There's quite a lot of differences there already. So it's just trying to adjust really and try and make the most of this second half of the year.
Helmut and Christian,
Sure.
Obviously they've got you on board. You know, what are their expectations?
Just trying to be consistent, not make mistakes, and we'll see from there. And that's what they've told me really. They just deliver results consistently. Don't do anything silly, and we know obviously your situation.
One issue, obviously, you've come into Pierre's seat, but there's also a new Honda engine coming your way. There's a penalty, which will probably mean you'll start at the back of the grid. Is actually that a good thing?
I think yes, but I'd still have liked to have given it a go in qualifying and see where I would have been. But I think we all agreed it was also a good time to do it, just because of the situation, and it was a good way to kind of have the penalty and just focus really on the car, because when you do race runs, you just get more laps. You get more laps to focus on your driving.
I joined Michael Schumacher sort of 3/4 of the way through a year. And it's something that is obviously you're in a similar situation with Max.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I'd sort of try and give you advice is just focus on what you do.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about you.
Yeah.
And that's all you've got to be able to sort of achieve at the end of the weekend. So
exciting.
Wish you a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.